Today we're going to talk about learning the way of things in the desert Southwest. And to appreciate where we are and what we're doing in the desert, we have to appreciate time. And we can understand time in the way a person tracking something might understand minutes or hours, or understand time in the lifetime of a tree, or on the geological time scale. And so to understand that helps us put us in the right mindset. And we're going to use an example to start with. It's probably a little more philosophical than many other lectures, but nevertheless, it's important, and it will help kind of put all things together. And of course, our ancestors, that we are all descended from as hunter-gatherers, they talked about these things around the campfire. So let's start. If an example, let's say we'll use music, and I were to just hit a key on a piano and make a certain note and tell you what a beautiful and fantastic thing that was, there wouldn't be much understanding of that. You'd think I was nuts or something. But if I were to play a piece of Bach or Beethoven and hit that same key, then it would be understood that it was beautiful and it was a part of something. And that part of something is that we understood its past. It may have been a descending scale, let's say. And as it had a past that we understood and that we experienced, then we would be able to predict or even intersect the future. Somebody dancing to that kind of music is what they're doing. They're actually in time, they're in sync, they're actually predicting the future. And so this knowledge actually widens the moment that we live in, because we live in a very small, infinitely small period of time called the moment. If we had a minute, certainly a minute has a past and a future. And if we had a second, it's the same, and we can descend to a thousandth of a second, still has a past and a future. And we live somewhere deep in that infinite moment. And so when we have knowledge, it seems to widen that. And it's a component of beauty and understanding. And so to learn about the ways of the desert is to learn and to experience its beauty. Another way to understand this is we take a piece of music that we know very well. We are much better able to understand it. We know what's coming next. We know what's in the past. And so it has a certain beauty because we understand it. We've heard it many times. But at the same time, it loses something. And what it loses is the element of surprise. And we have a saying sometimes, the saying goes, someone who is presently surprised. And music, of course, is structured that way. It doesn't have just scales descending or a beat that's absolutely unchanging. And that surprise is a good part of the joy that we experience, the beauty that we experience. Indeed, we can give a gift to somebody, and whether it's a very, very expensive gift or a gift of little monetary value, we will wrap it up and hide it and then give it to them. Because as they open it, there's the element of surprise, which in of itself is beautiful. Sometimes even when we have a statue, we're going to undo the unveiling. We all know what the statue is or to who it's, supposed to memorialize, but we still wrap it and publicly unveil it, give it some level of surprise. And with this knowledge of the desert, you'll be more in sync. You'll know the past, you'll be able to intersect the future, and in this often find yourself pleasantly surprised. At least I hope so. And that's kind of the reason for all of this and all of these lectures. And so I hope that you enjoy them and find your way in this great desert that we have. And I thank you.